Suzette, what happened yesterday now? We keep getting the trials and tribulations of Suzette and her mom and her family. What happened to you?
Well, I just had a moment yesterday that I totally regret. So it was one of those days where it's like, okay, right after work, I have to go get an oil change and have to go grocery shopping because our refrigerator is like completely empty and we need food. So I told my mom, okay, this is the game plan. This is what we got to do. So we rush out of the house and we're getting a lot of things done and I'm sweating and it's hot. And we finally get to the grocery store and my mom's pushing, my baby Achilles in the stroller and I've got the shopping cart and we're going and we ended up at a Fry's that was super busy. It was like crowded. It's like already hard to navigate with the shopping carts. You don't want to hit anyone. So we're shopping and my mom, I love her, but she's just like, get this and this and this. And she's not like letting me catch up to grabbing everything. She's just like, oh, we need this. Oh, we need this. And we need, while I'm grabbing one thing. And at that moment, I'm extremely hungry, which is like a big mistake when you go grocery shopping.
For sure.
Because I just wanted to get things done. I didn't even want to eat when I got home. So I was already looking at all the food there and I was hungry and I was trying to control that. And she's like almost like yelling at me from across the aisle. And I'm to the point where I'm like, patience, Susie, patience. And then she's singing to our babies because he's getting fussy and I'm trying to make sure that he's okay. So I popped off. I was like, Ma, stop. I need to process everything. Slow down. And she's just like, oi, oi. I was like...
You're like, stop singing to my baby.
Stop singing. Stop telling me what to do.
Stop being so happy.
We're in the bread section. Don't tell me we need eggs.
And I felt so bad. And she was just like, she just grabbed the stroller. She's like, your madre over here is so angry. Vámonos, vámonos.
She tells you off by talking to the baby.
Yes. She's talking smack about me to the baby. And she just walks away. And I'm like, I just need a zen. I need a moment.
That's kind of early in the week for the We Haven't Slept radio show meltdown.
If you're your new mom.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
That's every day of the week.
Yeah, man. I think it was mainly because I was hungry. And then it was just too much. Too much noises, too many people. I don't know. I felt bad, though. I had to apologize afterwards.
Okay, so that's your grocery store story, okay? Now, baby Noah is in the studio. Noah, what happened to you at the grocery store the other day?
Yeah, so I was hanging out with my aunt, and we were watching this TV show, and she was like, let's go get a bunch of junk food and get some snacks and stuff.
God, what a fun aunt.
Yeah,
Man.
it's like our weekly thing, man. So we go to the grocery store, and we're going down. I'm like, oh, hang on, I'm going to go down this aisle because I want toaster strudels really bad. So I go down the freezer aisle, and I'm walking alongside this man, and he's going the same, he's alongside me. So I'm trying to walk faster so I can get in front of him, and it's not working. So I slow down, I'm like, maybe I'll get behind him. Also not working. Whatever I was doing, he was kind of doing. So it gets to the point where like, I'm just going to completely rush in front of this guy. And he growls at me. He goes,
Like what? What?
and it scared me.
I bet.
Scared me. I had to take a step back and I was like, what? And so I at that point, I really jolted in front of his like cart, went to the thing, grabbed my toaster strudels and ran down the aisle. And I went and told my aunt and I'm like, some dude really just growled at me.
When you say growl, you mean like he like turned to you, looked at you, and like, you know how in those movies where they show you just for a second the fangs and the monster, and then they turn back to normal? Yeah. Like, growl. How did he growl?
He went, ah!
That's a growl?
Sounds like a shriek.
Sounds like he's like a Ghostbuster.
Scare you off.
Like a growl. Yeah, that's a growl.
Like he was trying to scare me, but also assert some sort of like dominance that he wanted to be in front of me. But I'm like, you're going slow and you don't know what you want. I know what I want. I'm in this aisle for a reason.
Do you say that out loud or do you growl back? What's the response to a growl?
I froze. I went like that. I didn't say a word. I was like, I'm out of here.
Toaster strudels.
That is
That's all I want.
strange.
That's a growl.
Yeah. Either way,
It was
so
deeper.
awkward.
It was deeper and quieter.
Okay.
It was the same.
Sounds
kind
more
of
like the guy was
shriek.
frustrated.
Yeah.
What's with this kid? Growled at you.
We can't take you
awkward.
guys anywhere.
I know.
That's what I'm
Oh,
learning.
you really cannot. You really cannot.
Sound like he was the male equivalent of Suzette.
It was me.
Stop with the walking faster and slower.
Snacks, man.
I try to avoid the grocery store at all costs now. Like if
You do? I love
yeah.
it.
I don't.
No.
Yesterday, my sons, Kemp and Dutch, are both home, and they both wanted snacks, right? So Kemp can drive. Dutch can almost drive, but we have an electric scooter at the house. So Kemp decided, well, I'll drive you to the grocery store to get some snacks. And Dutch is like, I'll take the scooter. I bet you I beat you there. So Dutch gets in the scooter and takes off. Kemp gets in the car and takes off. And then Blake and I go to walk our dogs. So we're walking the dogs, and Kemp comes home, and he rolls down the window, and he's like, puts down his brother, calls him a bunch of names I can't say, and he goes, scooter ran out of battery. He's like, he's pushing it. Right? And I'm like,
He didn't even help him.
I go, you didn't help him? He's like, nope. He rolls up the window and goes home.